isn't
Nice
investing
people
in its
overall.
infrastructure, and storms make it even more problematic.
Very nice people.
This tree was marked to be felled. It could make a nice bridge.
I could make a nice bridge, indeed, because now as you can see we can continue further. So we have to do something. The trees are marked to be felled, meaning that they are dangerous trees and probably because they are at risk of going down in case of, you know, storms and stuff.
Attention, following the latest storms, the coastal path is damaged. Certain trees marked with an orange cross present a risk of falling on hikers and must be felled. These can fall due to the slightest gust of wind.
That's interesting. So we have to help that tree fall down. Might be helpful to get this axe and to continue further down.
It's
Perfect.
hurt, but that won't be enough. A storm could help.
Okay, so that's one fantastic rock she got herself. It can repel enemies and it can start storms. That's nice. Whoa. Alright. Very nice.
It doesn't seem to have a psilocybe phosphorus, recognizable by its phosphorescent dress. Hope the police will not catch me with these shrooms.
Yeah, let's get the shrooms. Open inventory, throw selected items. Okay, so we can throw things from the inventory. That's very nice.
I can still picture the fishermen landing their daily catch of crabs and fish.
Oh, we didn't talk about the bench, but the bench is basically the place you can save your progression, and you can also rest for 2 hours, meaning that you build you exchange 2 hours of your time against a heal boost. You can also have a chill moment, you know. Listen to a tape and
2. 1, 2. That works? Okay.
that works.
Damn machine. I'm finally starting to understand what's going on here with the electricity. A priori, everything revolves around the lighthouse. I consulted many old newspapers, and the village gazette told me that St. Exa was very poorly served by electricity and regularly suffered severe power cuts. I knew that it was a very isolated village, which is what makes it so charming, but I hadn't thought of that. Half of the articles in the Gazette are devoted to the inhabitants who, tired of the cuts, ended up installing small wind turbines for their homes. The other half is about the lighthouse, and that's where it gets interesting. I read that the mayor of the village had installed underwater turbines connected to the building, which are capable of producing electricity thanks to the movement of the sea. This has enabled the village to gain autonomy and to overcome the failures of the general electrical network. Anyway, I think it would be worth going to take a look at the lighthouse, because if the turbine system is damaged, it could explain why some electrical equipment is out of order while others are still working. I'll tell you what I found.
Alright, so thanks to the tapes, we can learn a bit more about the story every time. We arrived around the lighthouse, so yay us. And we discovered that there's some sea artifacts and a lot of seagulls. So now we can, yeah, see, that's me just changing the point of view. We can continue. Well, I always have doubt when I'm playing video games. I'm like, where I should go? Am I not missing some cool optional stuff?
This door requires electricity.
Okay. So apparently no, the only way forward is to the lighthouse.
placing the lighthouse named Lokren. The lighthouse was built in 1835, a veritable directional beacon for the sailors. It is only in 1988 that Lokren was put in service again, welcoming a hydraulic generator that supplies the village.
That's nice. So we are inside the lighthouse now.
Lokren, why did you have to be so grim? Because of recent events, a lot of circuit breakers were stolen from the electrical gates. While we wait to receive more, we keep the last one. In the meantime, don't hesitate to use the same one on different gates.
Okay. What's
A
this
bit
place?
unexpected for a lighthouse.
Yeah.
These cables go all the way to the ceiling.
Simply.
So, this is where the electricity of St. Exel is largely generated. The turbine shouldn't be too far. This is a It's like they pushed everything to the side to make room for something else. It looks like a lot of security for simple maintenance equipment.
Right, so we have a locker that requires a code. Let's continue.
They automatically locked the doors behind me.
There were a lighthouse drawn on that locker, so okay, no. Leave me alone. Oh. Pressed too soon. So my precision wasn't good enough. What's that?
Someone left a note for his co. Franck is so fed up that we keep forgetting his birthday that he has set the day and the month as the padlock code.
Okay.
Can someone change that back to the inauguration date?
Okay, so originally it was the inauguration date of the lighthouse, and now it's
So,
Frank,
What is your code, Frank?
because we won that valve apparently. So we have to put the Frank's birthday here and not the inauguration date. What it means though is that the first one we've seen requires the inauguration date, which is nice because now we know. And if I recall correctly, we've encountered that information, lighthouse inauguration. As you can see, we have the date. Alright. That's an interesting room. It's written in French because, well, the action takes place in France. But as you can see, when I interact with screens,
I can probably restart the system from here
once the pressure is fixed.
once the pressure is fixed.
As you can see, there's a small explanation in yellow at the bottom of the screen, which translates to you what's written. So here, if I get back inside that computer, you can see one security door is locked. Unlock, yes, no. Yeah, we do want to leave the place. Alright, so it's unlocked. Apparently there's not enough pressure to start the generator, which was a mission. So we have to get the pressure back inside the lighthouse.
Completely dark in here.
And yeah, it's completely dark in here. So that one is Frank's birthday. And the other one was the inauguration date of the lighthouse. I think I've missed a journal somewhere. I know I have, because it's here.
Local police apparently suspect the cult has started kidnapping people.
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed curious so many people would disappear without leaving a note. Their last ritual site is located near the lighthouse, at the Point des Mâles. Might be worth checking out.
La Pointe de Mail.